that don't think like you. You have to be around people that got the same goals as you so that energy can be amplified. So you can always just naturally talk about money, talk about people that's not doing shit with their life. You're going to end up being, I ain't going to say that you just not going to be shit with your life, but it's going to slow you down a lot. These people cool as hell. They funny as hell. Y'all got history, whatever it is. But you want to be around them while you trying to grow up, while you trying to do better with your life, and you trying to do all this extraordinary shit. It's not going to work. You got to be with them when you want to chill and be by yourself when it's time to go up. So that's another thing. The circle that you got. Number 3. We got discipline. We got the circle. Number 3, I would say, I ain't gonna lie, bro. God, bro. Like, I literally genuinely believe there's no fucking success or no happiness without a connection to a higher source. I'm not saying it gotta be the Christian God. It don't gotta be Allah. It don't gotta be whatever you believe in. It has to be something beyond the physical, because the physical world is literally separate from the creator. It's not the same thing. Like, of course it's the same thing, but it's like you can't be attached to the physical world and expect God to help you. Because the physical world has its own rules. It doesn't go by God. It goes by logic. So now your problems has to be solved by logic. But if you're connected with God, if you have a genuine connection with something that's outside this world, all your problems will be solved in a more magical way, because it makes sense to you, because you have a broader perspective on life. If your perspective on life is only this world, you're not going to have nothing that can be able to help you with your problems, because it has to be solved in a logical way. And a lot of problems can't be solved logically. It's going to take a fucking miracle. So that's why you have to be connected with that higher source if you really want to be successful in life. I genuinely believe that. I feel like that's a fact, bro. There's no way in hell you can just be out here successful with no belief in nothing and be happy. You might have money, you might have access to everything you want, but you might not be happy. If you want genuine success, you have to be happy in a sustainable life. Like, I wouldn't even say success is just happiness, because you can be playing the game, eating Cheetos every day and be happy. That's not success. Success is happiness on top of handling your responsibilities, having your responsibilities and your wants taken care of. That's what success is. Happy while living life. You said, is it good to not release when doing the deed? It's good, but it can definitely be like hard. It's going to take some discipline to be able to fucking not nut. But it's definitely beneficial. Like, if you was to edge yourself and almost release and don't release, and you instead meditated and brought that energy back up, you could transmute that energy to something that can actually benefit your life. Like, when you nutting, you're benefiting your body. It feels good to your body. So imagine sacrificing that body feel good to manifest, and now you can have a life that feels good. But you know what's crazy? People don't have that discipline. Imagine if I told you next time you pull it out and start meditating. You would not meditate. You would not want to pull out right before you climax and you trying to meditate. Like, nobody does that shit. That's why it's so hard, because the discipline will get you to where you want to be, but you ain't gonna have it in that moment. So that's why it's a lot to this shit. You said you shouldn't have sex unless you're with the divine feminine. You're opening portals with unworthy women. That's a fact. I'm not gonna lie, like, pointless sex, bro, man, we all get caught up in it, but at the same time, that shit is way more dangerous than you think. Like, pointless sex without knowing this person is healed or not, with this, like, just fucking the same night, first time you meet a girl, that shit can hurt you way more than you think. Because number one, you gotta keep in mind that you sacrificing health. You could literally catch the disease and be and die in 10 years. You could have that. You could make a crazy bitch. She could literally, no funny shit, she could fall in love with the sex, and now you attached to her. Now she attached to you. Now she fucking your life up, doing all crazy stuff. You could have a crazy bitch on your hands. Number 3, the condom can break, or you could have a baby, and now you could be trapped in. It's not worth the temporary satisfaction that you can get with your hand. The girls that just out here that just, look good, it's not worth you actually inserting and exchanging your energy just for a nut. You can get that nut in so many different ways. That's why I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to, like, pointless sex and shit like that, it's really not important. And I had to learn that shit through experience. I had to learn, like, it was an ugly girl, and I had to learn, like, I'm like, Rell, what am I doing with myself? I'm like, why am I wasting this energy? Why am I even engaging in this type of energy? It's like, if I'm this type of nigga, why am I even engaging in this type of energy? And I realized what lust can do. Lust can bring you down to make you open your doors up for something that you would not let in if you knew how it really looked like. You would not be susceptible to a lot of shit if it wasn't for sex. You would not be talking to some people. You would not be dealing with some shit. You would not. It's a lot to it, bro. It's a lot to it.